If you're considering buying the Hydragun StretchPad, then this video is going to give you an open and honest review from a physio about whether or not this product is suitable for you. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Harlow, and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today we're going to be talking about the StretchPad, who it's for, what it can do, and how it works. Now, the StretchPad is made by the team at Hydragun, and I've worked with the Hydragun team before, and they have a whole host of products to help people recover faster from injury and to relieve stress and tension in painful muscles. And this product is their latest product to help you do just that. And basically, it's a pad that you lie on, which mobilizes, pushes, pulls, and moves your body in ways to relieve tension and to help to improve range of motion. Now, the Hydragun team aren't bringing this out as a replacement for exercise or stretching or anything like that. It's a product that can help to complement these things, and I think it's a brilliant product for people who do desk jobs, who maybe get a bit stiff in their working day, and they want a nice thing that they can do at the end of the day that they actually look forward to, that can help to improve their health and get them moving a bit better. So this video is going to be much more valuable if we go and have a look straight away at how the product works and who it might be for. So let's have a look now, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So here is the StretchPad by Hydragun. And the first thing I want to say to you is how unique this product is. It's really not like anything I've used in the past. And it's easier for me to show you how it works rather than to try and describe it. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is I was surprised at how powerful this thing is. When I switched it on, like any other bloke, I'm sure they can tell you, the first thing we do is we switch it up to its maximum to see what it can do. And I was surprised at the power it has. So I'm going to show you how it works. It's got a few preset functions on this nice, neat little controller here, which we're going to have a look at. So I'm going to show you what it does, and then we can have a look at how it works now. So this is how you set yourself up on the StretchPad. It's got a nice bolster at the bottom there, which is where you want your bottom to be. And then it's got a pillow up here, or a pad that inflates, which is where you put your neck. And the way the StretchPad works is it uses air pressure inside air balloons to move your body, to push, to pull, to rotate, and to stretch you. So I'm going to show you how it works. There's an on-off button at the bottom here, and then the only other functions really are either the preset functions, the vibrating function, or the heat. So it's quite easy to use. So the first thing I'm going to show you is some of the preset functions for each individual body part. So we're going to start with the neck. So the first thing that happens when we switch on the neck function is the neck pillow inflates and lifts my head, and it's got two pillows either side of my head, and they're just kind of pulsing now. They're gripping the muscles at the back of my neck, and it's just basically a gentle mobilization of my neck and my head. Now you can see that they're rotating my head side by side just by inflating one at a time. So it's a lovely way to get a mobilization on a stiff neck. And this feels really nice and comfortable. What you want to try and do with any of the functions on the StretchPad is to relax as much as you can and just let the device do its thing. Now it's squeezing me harder, so it's just taking me slightly further through a progression of treatment. And this feels really good. Now, if I want to be able to make it harder or easier, there's some controls here to make it either more inflated or less so. And there's also a heating function as well. So I've just switched it now to 30 degrees of heat, which is basically going to heat up the pad just to give it a gentle heating function as well to help with tight muscles. So that's the neck function. The next one down is the mid-back. And what this does is I found it really helps with thoracic extension, which is an important movement that most of us lose out on as we go through life, especially if we sit. So what this is doing now is it's lifting my mid-back up to stretch my spine into a nice extension type movement in my mid-back, which I need to do regularly. Again, we get that pulsing function here, so it's just lifting and dropping me, which is kind of like a mobilization, similar to the treatments we do here in the clinic. Now it's moving up to my shoulders and pushing my shoulders up as well. You can see how it's lifting me off the pad. Now, because this is lifting my neck up like this, people who have issues with their neck or their spine, they should be quite careful with this machine. They should probably get checked out by their doctors first, and make sure you're using the nice mild functions before you go on to a more powerful function like I am now. So that's the mid back. You can see it again, it's rotating me from side to side, targeting various stiff areas in my spine. The next one down, we've got the hips and the lower back. And I like this one because what it does is it squeezes my hips and it basically pushes into the tight muscles I've got in my hips and my spine. So you can see this down here now is inflating. It's got me almost wedged inside it. So it's pushing into my hips, compressing me. And I think this type of treatment would be great for people with pelvic pain or post-pregnancy pain as well. It's really supportive around the hips and the pelvis, and it's like getting a gentle massage or someone holding your pelvis and kind of rolling their hands around it. It's much more gentle, targeted on the lower back as well. So if you have lower back pain, for most people, the stretch pad is going to be safe, but you should always get checked out. And now it's just kind of massaging into my hips through air pressure. And I'm really impressed by how powerful the air pressure function is. I wouldn't have thought it would be as effective as this when I read the instruction leaflet and how the thing works, but trying it out, you can really see how effective it is. Now we've got some other functions here as well. We've got an arrow function where we'll see what this one does. So this is just putting more pressure on my hips here. We've got a lifting function here. So this is, like I said before, it lifts you up at various points of the spine, stretches the thoracic spine out, and stretches the lower back out as well. We've got this crossover function here. So this is where the air pockets are now inflating and deflating quite quickly, sort of all around the pad, and they're just mobilizing me in different directions. I would say this is probably my favorite function here because you kind of don't know where the next one's going to pop up, but it's really relaxing because it's just gently moving you from side to side. You can see how easily it moves my head, and my head never feels like it's out of support at any time. Now it's moving my back and my hips. It's pushing me up into almost like a knee roll. Now it's pushing my spine up the other way. It's just a really nice, gentle way to relax. And I can imagine this being really good at the end of a long day. And the final function I'm going to show you is this crossover function where it combines pushing on one side with pushing on the other. So it sort of rotates you in either direction. So it's almost like having two therapists stretch you in two different directions, and that is such a nice stretch for my lower back and my neck as well. And then once it's held you there for about 5 seconds, it rotates you to the other side, pushes me over this way like this. And you can see how it's just manipulating me gently, but at no point am I feeling like I'm out of control. So that is the stretch pad. I'm really impressed with this product. I think it would be a great addition to some of the stuff that I do at the end of the day to wind down after a long day. And I think it could be great for many people who have a lot of stress and tension from an office job and want something to just wind down at the end of a long day and perhaps even speed up injury recovery. So that's the stretch pad by Hydragun. As I said in the video, it is one of the most unique products I've tried. There isn't anything else like this on the market. It's not a shiatsu massager. It's not something that you can just go down to the store to pick up, because I've never come across something like this before. But some of the stuff it does is incredibly valuable, especially for people who sit a lot, people who get stiff, and people who just want something to complement the exercise they're already doing. If nothing else, after a treatment on this, you'll feel incredibly relaxed. I can imagine it really helps to help people get off to sleep faster after they've had a treatment on it. And it's just a great way to mobilize areas of the body if you can't go and get lots of treatment from other practitioners, or you don't want to spend your money on other practitioners, because it replaces a lot of the treatments you can get in terms of the hands-on things that people like me can provide. So that's the stretch pad. I hope that's been useful. If you want to buy this product, unfortunately it's only available in the US, but if you're a US watcher and you want to buy the stretch pad, there is a discount link in the comments below this video or in the description box. You'll also find a link there to go and grab it. And if you use it, I hope it benefits you as well. So anyway, that's all I've got for you today. If you want to get more from me directly, you can pick up a copy of my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and you can find it on Amazon using the link below. It's got loads of tips, tricks, and strategies to help people over 50 to stay fit and active in their 50s and beyond. And if you've liked this video, please hit like and subscribe to the channel, because then you'll be the first to hear about our new content. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next video.